Welcome to 208 Inhabitant. Welcome to the first video with my face on it. The premise of this channel is just going to be kind of a weekend upload type of thing when I get to it, or just taking weekend videos and uploading when I have the time to edit and do whatever. A little background. This is one of many projects that I have at this point, it being a 1975 F-250 that has been in the family since 1978. I've owned it for 12 years at this point. When I got it, it was a little beat up. I mean, it's still a little beat up. It has some dents in there, but for the most part, the body's super straight. The only rust spot was on the what would have been in the later years the 78 and 79 filler cap, which is right here. Obviously I took that out and it's around here somewhere and I gotta patch that. The goals initially for this truck was to come and swap it. At that point nobody was really doing it, and then everybody, their mother, started doing it. So I just refrained from that. A few years later, I purchased a 2002 7.3 Power Stroke block off of a buddy who was having compression issues. I tore that block apart and the internals were not good anymore. So to rebuild that engine was almost $5,000, and that's not including getting the PCM and the ECU and the other computer module to get that engine to run on a standalone, not even being installed in the truck. So from this point on, I'm going to keep it with the 429. I have an Aces kill shot that I'm going to be installing. I have a new interior floor with sound deadening that I'm going to be putting in, that I'll be recording. The paint is a backyard paint job that happened in 2000, I believe 11. I purchased the truck from my grandfather, and he didn't like the way it was painted, and he didn't like it. It was the Ford metallic blue instead of the Ford tractor blue, as you see. It had patina up on the roof, and it was a clean rig, even though he felt like it was a pile. I mean, it is what it is. Eventually I'll be painting it back to what it's supposed to be. I'll reach around here. The mirrors are from 78 to 79, but this is the blue that it's supposed to be. But with that, some of the only damage that is on the truck is on the cab corner, where he stuck a tree stump right into it. So other than that, I've been needing to fix the damage on that, but it's almost just a story at this point that it's probably going to maintain and probably stay with the truck for the rest of its life, just out of nostalgic purposes. Oh, what else? I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot of stories of how many deer this thing's hit, and there's a tiny hole. That's not even a hole, but I don't know if you can see it. That's the aftermath of when an antler went into the radiator. Luckily it didn't puncture it. But yeah, that's on the future projects to be. That's one of the projects that I've worked on for a long time. On my first deployment, I spent money to take it to a shop, and it now has a Dana 60 front end with disc brakes, a redhead steering box that's been mounted to the outside of the frame. What's up, fluffers? What else? As it goes on, I'll be making updates, but ultimately this is that project that will never end. As money comes into play, it's been a slow process. But that is the video for today. It's kind of an overview of one of the projects that's going to be on the channel for the coming years for its entirety. And it's not being sold at all. It means way too much to me at this point. But with that, hopefully the next video is me either installing the Ace's kill shot or doing the interior and clean out the interior and getting the sound deadening installed. I do want to buy new door cards, but I have to go find a company to sell the door cards with the Ranger XLT molding in it, as mine are pretty shot. If not, I'll just reuse the ones that are in there and then kind of try to refresh them as much as possible. But I'll see you in the next one.